Your glasses are so dirty, bro. Oh my gosh, I feel like Velma. Please get clean. They're still fucking dirty. I'm about to flip out. I need something. I need something to clean this. I need something to clean this ASAP. I can't speak to the viewers. I can't speak to the viewers. To the peoples. Oh my gosh, sorry. Alright, yo. Guys. Got a little water. A little tea action. We're not killing ourselves this time, alright? Just a little sip of water. Hydration Nation. I hope everyone's doing good today. A respectable sip. A respectable sip. A respectable sip. I'll suck that. Settle the fuck down, alright? Listen, guys. I have some crazy news I want to share, and we're actually going to go into a couple topics, all right? A couple topics that I want to dive into. However, one of the most interesting things I've seen on Wowhead recently is a post by Josh Greenfield talking about the cost of trinkets from BFD. Now, you're able to go to Booty Bay and being able to buy these trinkets now, from what I've heard. Let's see how much the price is, by the way. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Did that just say 75 gold? No. Absolutely fucking not. You gotta be smoking dick if you think I'm spending 75 gold on a trinket. 75 gold! 75! 5 gold! What? No, that's crazy, bro. I'm sorry, but those are criminal prices. Those are criminal prices. No one's spending 75 gold in sod on a trinket? What? I don't know. What was this decision? So let's look at the tweet, okay? Because we have the tweet pulled up. I wanted to read it with you guys together. All right, and let's look at what he was talking about. So this is from Agron Wow. Josh Greenfield says, Void Pearl trinkets are on the Lost and Found vendor in B&B with caveats. You must have completed the quest. The trinkets are now no longer unique equipped. They are unique, so you'll need to delete your old trinket to swap. They're 75 gold each, so it'll sting for most to swap. Sorry, we'll zoom in a little bit, guys. This isn't something we are going to get in the habit of doing, but for these low-level rewards, while there are fewer options, we made an exception. If we do anything like this again, it'll be much more punishing to swap. Choices and quest rewards matter and always have in WoW. Yikes. I don't know, dude. I think that's kind of crazy. Yeah, look. 75 gold in sod is an insane amount of gold. I mean, yeah, that is kind of nuts. This dude says should be 20 gold max. Things change over the course of Phase 1 and new things be added Phase 2. 75 gold is a slap in the face. I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy. 75 gold to swap to a trinket for a different spec every time. You usually roll a second character to play other spec and just not do it at all with a price like that. I mean, yeah. I honestly think, here's my thing, right? Here's what I have to say about this, because I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you, right? That's all we ever do is keep it a $1.50 out here. So lock it the fuck in. We got one more day to sod, boys. All right, one more day tomorrow. Lock it in. Let me sip some tea real quick before I have a fucking panic attack. Hold up. A little ASMR action for your ear, but I'm not that type of girl. Settle down. Anyway, yeah. So back to the trinket. I personally think that if you did BFD, like everybody was doing in SOD, right? If you were banging out BFDs and you were doing it on a weekly basis, whatever your raid times were, I think my guild, we were doing it like on Wednesdays and Sundays because we got tired of doing like 3-day-a-week raids. It was just too much. But, you know, because the content, obviously, everybody got their gear. It's getting a little stale and boring towards the end, right? At the end of Phase 1. But I think if you did the raid, I don't think this should cost you 75 gold. I think there should be like a raid discount. You know what I mean? Like maybe half of 75, if anything. If anything, make it around like 30 gold. You know, that one dude said like around 20 to 25 gold. If anything, that's fine. Make it 30 gold for the trinket. I got people joining my Discord. I shouldn't even be in a Discord right now. Unbelievable. Um, Besides that, keep it in. Don't cut it out. Raw footage. Keep it true to the people. Anywho, yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's too much on the gold, dude? Because you got to think about it, right? The classes who are, and let's full cam this real quick. The classes that are not, like a paladin or a warlock at level 40, when you get a mount, for free, right? But that's like you're summoning your mount, right? You got to pay for your mount unless get better reputation, which can give you like a sort of a discount on your mount. And I really feel like it's kind of like, damn, you got to spend a lot of money getting your mount, and then you got to spend money getting stuff on the auction house, right? Spending money on, respecs, flight costs, consumables, the list goes on, enchantments, right? So there's a lot of gold being spent around. You're basically incentivizing your player base with that kind of like post. You're making that expensive. And listen, I have no hate towards Josh Greenfield or, and any of like the SOD devs. I think they're doing a fantastic job. Like I'm 100% on board with SOD all the way. We're riding this train out. By the way, the shirt says "Cool Dad." I'm not even a dad, but I love my dad. So anyway, cute shirt. Anyway, I think my mom got me this. I don't know why. Besides that, lock it the fuck in. Just tell me when to shut the fuck up. You know the drill. Anywho, um, I just think you're kind of incentivizing players to like basically say, dude, you're really gonna charge me 75 gold for this shit? Well, guess what? I'm just gonna go to one of those websites, swipe it up, baby. Just a little swipe it up, baby. MasterCard, debit card, Visa card, MasterCard. You know what I mean? I was about to say other cards, but I didn't even think about it. Anywho, and you're basically just pretty much telling them like, buy gold, because gold buyers in general are not really getting super punished as it is. I understand they're saying they have a new system in place to punish gold buyers, and now they're starting to monitor GDKPs and all this stuff. But I have a strong feeling they're not going to get around gold buying. Uh, I just don't think that's going to happen in general, unless they did something crazy drastic with some type of AI software or something that caught on to, a specific algorithm. If they truly wanted to stop gold buying, this would have been stopped years ago. And when you make things pricey like this, 75 gold for a trinket that maybe people might not just even want to buy in general, right? You're basically telling these people, listen, I'm just going to go fucking swipe. It's like what, 10, 15 bucks for what, a couple hundreds of gold? I've heard some people, even people I know, buy gold, all right? And listen, more power to you. If you got to do it, I ain't gonna hate your hustle for it at the end of the day. Do I think it shits on the economy? Of course. But do I think it benefits your time because you can't play as many hours as others? I totally understand. But that's a conversation for another. I don't even want to like go towards that. That's that rabbit hole. I think we talked about that on the channel in the past. Maybe I haven't, but I know I forgot. Listen, I'm an old man. All right, I'm 28. I'm hanging in there. Okay, but what I'm getting at is yeah, I just don't think the 75 goal is reasonable. I think if you did BFD, you should get a like a raid cut. Like okay, you try to do this, but you never managed to get the trinket at the end. This should be at least realistically. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This trinket should be like at least 10 gold or 15 gold. If I'm gonna be honest with you, that's what I think it should be. Especially if you did the raid multiple times, and you're building up reputation, right? Or if anything, further rep that you have with I believe it's Darnassus, right? To get this trinket, you get it in Darnassus, you should be able to have a massive discount off this trinket. So that's just my opinion. In other news, though, real quick, let's dive into the other things I want to talk about because I kind of want to do this as a combo video rather than make like 3, 4, 5 separate videos and then like milk. I'm not trying to milk you guys with everything. In other news, though, we have something that I've been wanting for a long time now with the beginning of SOD. I wouldn't say a super long time because SOD hasn't been out forever, but since we've been seeing SOD in Warsong, right? And it looks like a Reddit user, Simple Joe 1994, reported on a subreddit that the damage reduction has been removed in Battlegrounds and players' health has been increased by 20%. This seems to be an accurate observation as many players have noticed their damage numbers in Battlegrounds are now matching the damage they deal in open world PvP. This is a change from previous damage reduction in Battlegrounds while we reported in December. So this is really good news because this is what I was saying. In Battlegrounds, it feels like the damage you were doing was not making sense. Now the health increase is nice, as we see here, like 1108 to 1330. That's much, much preferred. Really nice. But I think the open world PvP damage, I noticed I was smacking people in open world compared to Warsong. Not saying in Warsong I wasn't doing good damage, but I felt like, especially, and you guys know that, you guys can understand this. Have you ever tried fighting a priest in Warsong, and it felt like you taking fucking 19 millennias to kill the damn dude because how tanky they are? But in open world, I feel like that's not the case. In open world, I felt like when I was fighting priests, it wasn't that bad. But in Warsong, I felt like I was fighting a fucking tank. Not to say that priests aren't tanky. I mean, to be honest, they're pretty freaking good in PvP. But I was just like shocked. I was like, yo, what's going on here? And especially, it's not only priests, it's a lot of classes in general. But what I'm saying is I'm really happy that they fixed this because this is an issue that needed to be addressed. And I think I'm happy that they at least did it now before we're going into phase 2. Obviously, we're going to get access to much better times for my PvPers out there. Getting into the Wrathy Basin, it's going to be so much better, dude. I am so tired of Warsong. I don't know about you guys, but Warsong drained me out. I saw a post the other night, I think from my friend on my guild Discord, and they posted that he did a Warsong for 2.5 to 3 hours and they lost. And I was telling him, like, dude, I would have jumped off the GW. It's only 15 minutes away. Settle down in Minecraft, of course. Settle down in Minecraft. ASMR brought to you by Tello. Anyways, yeah, so I honestly think this is a good thing. Sorry for the Discord going off in the background, guys. I just have people I'm talking to. But besides that, I think this is a good thing. What do you guys think? I think this is really cool. We also get introduction. Spoilers ahead. We have 5 new items that have been shown from the data mine of Gnomeregan. So we got an electromagnetic hyperflux reactivator. Chains of bolt lightning hurls it from 152 to 172 nature damage. This seems to be a caster base item, healing and effects up to 16, 15 int, 12 spirit. We get a mail piece for 11 stam, 13 intellect, 8 spirit. Healing and damage done up to 13. It's a mail piece, really nice. Another mail piece improves critical chance by melee and range by 1%. This is 9 agi, 13 stam, 8 intellect. Really nice piece. True silver filament coif plate, 12 int, 8 stam, with a 1% hit rating and 5 mana per sec, which is really nice for 5 seconds. And then finally, we got a leather piece, which I think they talked about this. They confirmed this in their data mines. A leather piece that gives you increase of fist weapons and mace ratings. As well for both weapons for 10 agi and 11 stam. So those are pretty nice pieces. And then finally, with the final piece of news before we move on, is the Waylaid supplies. Now, the Waylaid supplies are finally being more beneficial come around into phase 2. So it looks like Mr. GM over here, he even mentioned on Twitter, it looks like in Season of Discovery phase 2, you can carry a maximum of 12 Waylaid supplies at one time on your character. And this is really nice because we know the struggle of Waylaid supplies in the beginning of SOD. It wasn't really designed perfectly, and it was kind of more of an annoyance to hand in rather than like, okay, this is something that I can easily just stack together and have a nice massive hand in for a good amount of reputation, and then do it again. It's really easy to come by, rather than staying in certain zones and trying to farm these things forever just to get them to drop and then trying to get the materials for it. So I think these are pretty good quality of life QOL updates in general, especially with like all the things that we talked about, from the damage reduction of Warsong and now the Wade or just damage reduction in PvP in general, right? What was going on, and now the Waylaid supplies, so people can have more efficiency of like handing these in pretty faster. Besides that, guys, though, that's all I have for the news today. I know it's not much, around close to 16 minutes. We milked you for 10, though. We milked you for 10, for of course we got to, right? Sip it up one more time. Anyways, boys, girls, I love y'all. I always appreciate y'all coming to the channel and hopefully making this kid from Jersey's dreams come true one day. It really means a lot to me. I'm just chilling, and I hope you're chilling here and you find this as a safe space to do whatever the fuck you want to do, all right? But anyway, I'm out of here. I'll catch you in the next one. Keep on keeping on. Tello out. Peace. We got to end the video. Peace. I never know how to end the video nowadays. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Bye, guys. Bye.
If you wanna dance tonight, if you wanna